of the Pacific Northwest in Seattle, Washington, where the Space Needle is the most recognizable landmark of the city. Newly built Quest Field is the home of the Seattle Seahawks. And if you head east of Seattle, you'll find the small community of Samish, home to a young powerhouse football school, Skyline High. Only 12 years in the making, this program is on the national scene already. One reason why is it has one of the top quarterbacks in the nation. Here's his story. Jake Heaps isn't huge in stature for a quarterback, listed at 6'2" and 195. However, he's made from the same mold as Drew Brees, Steve Young, or Mark Bulger. Jake's never lost as a varsity quarterback, leading his team to a 28-0 perfect record and back-to-back state titles over the past 2 seasons.
He doesn't think loss. That kid just doesn't run in that gear. It's just, he's lost not very many. It's just not the way he's wired. He's going to find a way to win. He gets so dang mad. The couple of times that he has, he's more mad at himself. How could have I helped, the guys win? What could have I have done? And you got to give him a little time to cool down because he's so strung, so tight.
His passion early on seemed to be basketball. All those years trying to beat his dad in the backyard. But it was in his sophomore season that he realized football was becoming his true passion. He became a starter, and it was in his first season at the varsity level that he made a name for himself, throwing for 31 touchdowns and leading his team back from a 21-point deficit in the third quarter of the state championship game to finish off the perfect season at 14-0.
My sophomore year went the way it did, and it just blew up, and I just knew that I needed to play, focus in on football. I mean, my freshman year, I lost like 10, 15 pounds playing basketball, and I knew I couldn't do that. I mean, it kills me to this day. I still want to go out there and play basketball and be on the team and all that. I was, 16, 15 years old, telling a bunch of juniors and seniors what to do, and it was just, I can't believe that I did that. It's pretty crazy.
It was a lot of fun. It was really stressful. We could not believe we were in the state championship game. We could not believe we were down so far coming into that third quarter, and then we just kept looking at each other and go, are you kidding me? We are coming back. Are you kidding me? And when we won, the tears, the exhaustion, it was just amazing. Can you believe that happened? And coming off of, having the broken leg and him only being a sophomore and, helping lead that team back and watching him just grit it out on the sideline, and it was a very special experience. How do you top that?
Jake would top that again in his do-it-again junior season, leading the team to back-to-back state titles and another perfect 14-0 season. The recruiting became intense. 5 schools were in the hunt for Jake, but it came down to the final 2, the Washington Huskies, his home team that the whole family was big fans of, or BYU, the Mormon school that Jake's religious beliefs are based on.
He knew a lot of kids at the University of Washington too, and I know that was a tough decision because that's kind of where he wanted to play. That's what he grew up watching, and I know it was tough for him.
We sat down and we made about 20 plus things that were important to him, and the academics, what type of kids he'd have around him to play with, the coaching staff, and then just personal items. And then about every 3 months we'd kind of sit back down, have a family council and say, okay, how's your list doing? And as he got more mature, certain things came off the list, and so that was really interesting to watch him grow up through the process.
The spiritual side and the religious side is obviously there. I mean, that's the first thing people look at, and that's a big thing that I'm really excited about. Is I get to be with people who are like-minded, and I don't have to worry about other distractions that are out there. I can just focus on the things that are important to me. It's crazy. There's only 5 other teams in the country who have won more games than them in the past 4 years. I mean, 5. Not many people know that.
The other key factor in his decision was BYU's history for producing pro-style quarterbacks.
Steve Young, Ty Detmer, Jim McMahon, Robbie Bosco, all these guys have been highly successful, and it's for a reason, because the system's so great. It is a pro-style offense. They're all under center. It's an awesome opportunity for me.
Just by looking at his favorite basketball court tells you that Jake is ready for his college days. He's very mature and poised for his age.
without the academics, there is no football. It's important, and when you go to college, you're getting everything paid for, and you got to take advantage of that opportunity and go get that.
But first, he'll have to go get that third straight championship his senior year. The storybook ending has many more chapters left in this young man's life.